Hey friends, welcome to this week's video. Again, third week, same outfit. We shot all this before Japan for all the intros, so forgive that. I'm not a smelly boy. I changed my clothes. But anyway, this is the premium garment duffel from Halfday. And if you haven't seen my review on the original one, I did that a few years back when I was going to a Spain wedding, and it performed extremely well. I loved almost everything about it. There were just a few things in terms of pockets and padding and in terms of the shoulder that I wish they did, and they have. They've made a bigger 45-liter version that has more pockets on the sides, more organization inside, stronger ballistic nylon, and overall larger capacity. So I'm extremely excited to use this and see what the upgrades are and if they're worth the little bit more premium charge. So let's pack this and get it ready for Japan.
So this premium is now one of 3 variants that you can choose from Halfday in terms of their duffels. They also come in a 40-liter and 45-liter variant, and the one that you see here is going to be the 45-liter variant. It does come in a ballistic nylon, which can come in a black, blue, ash gray, or what the palm green that you see here and the port wine color that you see here as well. Also another option in terms of vegan leather, which has green, white, black, and golden options. This wasn't available when I was doing all these shots, so I don't have that on hand. So this will be really focused on the nylon version just for your perspective. But for me, on the ballistic nylon, the 2 things that really stuck out to me were the palm and port wine ones, and this is the reason why I picked them up. However, I was really confused with the port color because I couldn't determine if it was red or brown, so I decided to bring it home and really look at it in different lighting. So it did kind of look reddish when coming out of the box, but then when in sunlight and natural light, it started really coming in brown. So I played along with it in the shadows, and it brought a little bit more of the red in there, but still came out kind of brown. So that's the reason why I was starting to trend away from this. But again, this is a very smart looking bag. That sort of color also goes on onto the inside, which a lot of people might like for that continuity's sake. But for me, I like that kind of differentiation, so lighter insides. So like, it might be harder to clean, but it'll be easier for me to find what I'm looking for inside the bag. So while initially going towards the port color, just because of how it kind of plays with light and how the color's not as red as I'd like it, I decided to focus on the palm, which is a little bit more vibrant and a little bit more differentiating than something that would be more dark and brown. So as I mentioned before, I went with the 45-liter variant, and that makes it around 23 inches long, 13 inches high, and 12 inches deep. The exteriors are made of a 1680D ballistic nylon and cover the entire outside of the bag. It uses metal hardware and locking zippers, but keep in mind that these aren't fully waterproof, so just be careful with water splashes. The material will be fine in terms of taking and resisting those, but just around the zipper area, just be careful because they are not lined with sort of waterproofing or sealant there. Just like the original, the premium has a zippered pocket, which is great for items that you need a little bit more security and don't want to worry about flying out of the bag. So these are great for like passports, documents, memory cards, things that are just a little bit more sensitive, but you still want quick access to, let's say if you're in a plane or somewhere more secure. The benefit of the premium offers, it also has a quick access Velcro pocket, which is great for like water bottles or like, maps, anything that you can kind of throw in there without any consequence. Just something that you'd be able to reach in really quickly. So moving on to the larger pockets of the premium, and this is where it really shows its versatility over the original. The original was nice and sleek, but it was missing some pockets to make it really versatile and just really kind of hard to easy access things that would normally be accessible on a bag. So they've added these really long pockets that extend the entire length of the bag and have also included stretchy pockets great for phones, great for memory card holders, great for cables, but also able to have a differentiating color, which is great if you're throwing in a bunch of different random things like tripods, dongles, whatever. It's just easier to find those things. They're not really getting lost. You're not trying to shuffle around for them. That bright yellow just really makes everything that's inside of their pop, making it really easy to organize that bag. On the other side, there is a similarly large pocket. However, it is padded, it is felted, it is soft. So this is probably where you're going to put your laptop, tablet, anything that's a little bit more sensitive. And I know a lot of people were talking about this bag like, oh, there's no laptop holder. I don't know what you're talking about, because there is, because I have a freaking 16-inch fatty boy corporate laptop and it fits in this slot fine, even with the charger. So this is ideal for what a duffel would have for a laptop holder, because it's nice, soft, and plush, and it fits almost every laptop I've thrown into it. I've been able to hold my giant laptop and an iPad Pro in this, so again, the pocket is pretty stretchable and can accommodate quite a bit. So an improvement that they added even to their originals from the first time I reviewed their bags is they have put a luggage sleeve here. And the nice thing is that luggage sleeve is Velcro attached, so if you're not using it, you can kind of make sure that that flap stays nice and tight to the body. But if you open it up, you'll have a nice luggage slot for your narrow handle luggage, so that you can have that attached without any worries. Now that we talked about everything on the outside of the bag, let's open this up and show you what the capabilities and improvements are on the insides. So as we open this up, you see that there's a nice contrasting lining, which is made of a soft taslin, which is really smooth and soft and won't snag on anything. But the biggest thing that I love is that it is contrasted color, as I mentioned before, so you're still able to open this bag and find things in it without having this big black hole that you really can't identify where your items are. So one welcome addition that they've added is pockets. There's one zippered pockets, which is great for jewelry or smaller accessories that could fly around. Just something to really lock in those things that you're saving for the event. I think that's a great portion for that zippered pocket. However, there's also this open stretchy pocket, which I found really good for things that I want to keep a little bit more secure but more highly accessible. In terms of the shoe flaps, it is able to accommodate a 13 size male US, and that usually accommodates one shoe each. However, if you're using slimmer shoes like you see here, I'm using really collapsible gym shoes, and it can carry both in one. Benefit here is that these pockets are bigger than the original, so they are stretchy and they can accommodate a lot of different things, which we'll talk about later. So this bag obviously comes with a strap, but it's much improved from what the originals were. The original was just this nylon strap, and it wasn't that thick and it didn't have any padding. This time around, it's thicker, it has meshed paddings, it's breathable. It's just a welcome addition because it really helps relieve that sort of shoulder stress that you'd feel. And again, if I don't use it, I usually use the tie or belt slot that they've now added into the bag, which is again great for flat items, but this is perfect for the storage of the strap when not in use, so I end up using it a lot. So now we get into the main compartment. Let's talk about things that they've added. So this time they've included 2 hanger hoops, which is great for the multiple hangers, especially if you're carrying multiple suits. This is just great because before it was just one and the hangers would get a little bit cramped up in those hoops and sometimes slip out. This time this prevents that, and I really like the fact that I'm able to carry a ton of different fits inside the main compartment so that they don't get wrinkled and messed up. So here you see me putting together my proposal fits, and this is basically a jacket and trousers that I got tailored at 9 Tailors in Boston. Again, if you need a suit, check them out. And they've also made me a few shirts here. So we had a lot of different photo shoots that we had to do for this proposal. There were different cities and all that sort of stuff, and there's areas that I just wanted to make sure that the shirts kind of didn't get messed up. So I was able to stack these shirts and also the blazer and everything else I needed without any issue. So I didn't have to worry about things slipping out, and I didn't have to worry about the thickness of the compartment. It's able to hold multiple fits, which I really like. And again, it does come with that strap down, so if you need to really lock things in, I find that really great so that things don't jostle around. It also keeps the payload pretty distributed so that the bag doesn't kind of frump on one side. I found it really good for dresses as well, so I'll show you guys that later in the review, but this is not just reserved for suits alone. And once we get it all zipped up, it's all nice and compact. And this is something that will fit easily in the overhead compartment or even under the seat. If you are in a pinch and just wanting to not check in anything, you can do that as well. But obviously the main compartment isn't the only thing that you can use. You can also use the cavity that's left over. So I used level 8's traveling cubes quite a bit, and I could fit a couple of them in here even with the fits that are inside of the suit compartment. So when you do use the garment compartment, obviously it eats into the capacity, but it doesn't mean you can't use the remaining cavity to store things. So I use level 8 travel cubes a lot, so I was able to fit a couple of them in there for shirts and underwear and smaller items that I needed in the first part of the trip. was just very easy to throw that in and differentiate that from the rest of my payload from what I would be using in Japan. But it doesn't prevent you from still using it, so don't worry about it. It still acts like a duffel, so that you can add additional items if you want to one bag it for a long weekend. So in my trip to Japan, I found myself using this a ton, not even just to transit my clothes and carry stuff, but it was great for being reactive on the day. So I was able to have like extra jackets, I was able to have plenty of space for shopping, and just have whatever I might need and never be, you know, lost without a paddle, if you want to say. I really liked the laptop compartment for my camera. I was able to put my tripod and my camera all in one spot, really easy to access, but it also was really good for, you know, Wi-Fi devices, my phone, my passport, all that sort of stuff was nice and organized inside of the outside pocket, so it made it really easy to access that items. In terms of the pockets that were for shoes, I ended up being able to put like gifts and snacks and things in there, and it was a great little slot to carry miscellaneous items. Like I love Dongo, I was able to put that in there just and keep it away from all of the other clothes or items that were inside my bag, so it didn't sweat or get things sticky. In terms of the zippered compartments, I did put a battery pack in there and had a wire sneak out of it, which was great. And for easy access, as I mentioned before, like when 𝐇𝐎𝐿𝐒 didn't want to carry stuff around, I was able to put her purse and other items in that quick access pocket. I think one of the underrated benefits of this bag is that once you unzip it and unpack it, it can fold flat. And in Japan, we found this really good to keep ourselves very compact within transit. I didn't want to carry around a ton of bags. So as we stopped doing shopping and as things got dirty and we weren't using the duffel to carry actual garments, I was able to fold this flat and store in my check-in, so then it wouldn't be something I had to carry around. And I think this is really good for people where you don't know where your trip is going, but you want to be able to have ample room for stuff, is just fold this thing flat, put it at the bottom of your check-in, and if you ever need it for shopping or ever need it for things that you acquire, you can unfold it and have an additional bag with you. 45 liters is plenty for bringing things back without having to buy a luggage or worry about having not enough space. So definitely a beautiful benefit here. So we're back in Seattle for a wedding, so I decided why not bring this and show you guys how I would normally pack it. I know a lot of the other shots were kind of really close in, so I'll give you a little bit more perspective shots. But yeah, I have a luggage for like gifts and stuff for my parents, as well as toiletries. So you could fit toiletries and all this and be one bag, but I just not doing that. This is mostly for the garment stuff, but let me show you how I pack this. And then going for more for like what you guys probably be using it for weddings, right? So for me, in the front pocket, I was putting battery pack, as I always do, but also like headphones, things I need quick access to, like this microphone that you're hearing right now. So I like the fact that, again, really bright, really easy to see, holds most everything, and a lot of stuff is with these outside pockets are just easy access, not a lot of fluff and just very deep pockets. Again, I carry a ton of cables for different reasons, like all of my chargers that I need in the hotel, but also a particular charger for the plane because they don't have updated chargers in some flights. Again, a watch that was a gift from my dad, my wallet, and on the backside in the padded compartment, I have my laptop that I'm using to edit this video, as you see. But everything fit in nice, snug, easy to access overall. Inside the bag, I was carrying an extra jacket, a sling bag that I usually carry around for different events or to carry my camera, headphones, of course, an extra shirt that I had, and instead of shoes, I used the compartments for a water bottle that I wanted easy access to in the plane, as well as some knitting project that 𝐇𝐿𝐒 made for my mother. And then as we lay things flat, we'll show you a little bit more of what we stored in the different pockets. As we mentioned before, there's that flap pocket, which is great for flat items. So this one's suspenders and one was 𝐇𝐿𝐒's belt, but you can put the strap that you don't use in there as well. For the zippered pockets, this is where I keep all my accessories, so like a necklace and my watches all go in there really secure and tight without worrying about it slipping loose. Didn't use the elastic pocket for much, so there wasn't anything in there, but now we can unzip this and see the double hanger a little bit more closely. I was able to put in 𝐇𝐿𝐒's dresses, both of them in there, and I know they're long, so I did use that sort of compression strap to hang them over. and there wasn't a lot of wrinkling, which was surprising even for a long dress. I had to do very minimal steaming at this point. It was mostly just in that one area that I had to hang over, but the top parts were all nice and unwrinkled. And then in terms of my suit, I was able to also put that in there in one of the back hangers, and I would fit in a blazer, 2 shirts, and then 1 set of pants. I was trying to be very kind of streamlined for this wedding, not try to bring like a ton of different fits, just try to make it work with different combinations. But overall, again, even with a overloaded hanger and the 2 dresses, this thing still fit within inside the garment compartment quite well. I think the biggest thing for me was just the sleeves got a little bit more wrinkled, but everything else was pretty easy and I didn't have to do a ton of ironing afterwards. So overall, I think I can recommend the bag. I'm actually using it right now to go to a cafe with Sanika, carrying all her crap. But yeah, I think it's a lot of welcome additions for the premium that I was asking for in the original. And now it's kind of making me wonder about the new leather options they have for a little bit more structure than what this guy's holding right now. But been loving it, use it all the time. Super helpful in this wedding, super helpful in Japan, so I think you guys should be good. Anyway, if you could, please like, comment, subscribe. Do all the things you normally do on a video that you like and love. And I'll see you guys in the next one. What this guy's doing with his truck, I have no fucking clue. But I'll see you guys soon.